Mariah. Say what's up to everybody that's tuned in.
Hey everybody, I know I can't really hear you that well or at all, but good morning. It's morning for me.
Star One, if you want to ask a question, Star One, if you want to ask a question, we are launching a very big record today called Triumphant, Get 'em, and it's featuring Rick Ross and Meek Mill. So we're going to ask some questions. We're going to let you guys ask some questions to Mariah, but before that, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, to get the vibe right. So with that being said, first question I want to ask you, Mariah, is you have two of the hottest rappers on your new single, right? What was it like working with them in the studio?
Well, it was a great experience. I mean, to me, working with Ross and Meek on the same record was incredible. Obviously, Rick Ross is a huge star, and everybody loves him. I'm a fan of his music, and I really, really wanted to work with him. I love the tone of his voice, and I really felt like the contrast between his voice and my voice was going to be something special. So, I've always loved to do collaborations that people might think are like different or whatever. But so that was nice, and just working with him in general was great. To me, working with Meek was also great because he adds like an excitement, like a newness to the record that's pretty rare right now, and so that was like something that was very important to us, and I'm just really happy for him because I think he's really talented, and he adds a lot to the record. There's, especially music comes off the top and everything, and there's just different parts of the song that, I really like what he did on the song, and I don't know, I'm just happy for the fact that I got both of them on one record. It's a big deal to me.
Very big deal, very big deal. We have Mariah Carey live on the conference call right now. Brand new single we're launching today. In a matter of minutes, it's going to go down. It's called Triumphant, Get 'em, featuring Rick Ross, Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? Check for that iTunes on August 7th. Everyone knows you're a genius when it comes to making music, Mariah. What can we expect on this new project? Star One, if you want to ask a question.
I'm collaborating with a lot of my favorite people. Right now, I don't want to get into too much detail, but the main thing is, I'm really not trying to follow any particular trend. To me, it's just like, I want it to be well received. Obviously, I just want to stay true to myself and the music that I love and make the fans happy.
So, Star One, if you have a question, we're going to turn it over. One more question I'm asking, right? One more question, then we're going to turn it over to you guys that's listening. Thank you for everybody that's on the call, that support us, whether you're a DJ, a buyer, you just tuned in listening. We appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Star One, if you want to ask a question, Mariah, so listen, what inspires you to continue to make music? You've been a part of so many successful albums. What keeps you going?
I love music, and I always have. I love writing. I love making records, and obviously singing. I don't really know what I would do if I couldn't do it, because like math and those things aren't really my forte.
I love that.
But no, seriously, it's really like if I didn't have music in my life, I don't know what I would do. So I just keep going, and the truth is that's what a song like Triumphant is really about. I mean, I wrote it when, like I said before, I wrote it when I was going through some difficult times, and just, like to inspire other people. And I think that was why it was really nice that both Rick and Meek got on the record, because they knew it was kind of like, it's not that it's always inspirational, but it does have kind of like a message to it, and the both of them were very, like, they understood that, and they went with it, and that made me really happy. So, working with new people keeps me going, and just making music. I love what I do. And I also want to say thank you to everybody that called in, because I know I can't hear you guys, and but you can hear me, and I know that you are the people that make records successful. So I just want to say thank you for any time you've ever helped me make any record successful, and I hope we can do the same with this one.
This is definitely going to be successful.
I just want to say it's Randy Jackson. I manage Mariah, and listen, thanks to everybody on this call. Y'all gonna make it happen. I mean, appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's get them, in the words of Mariah and Rick and Meek. Let's get them.
There you go. We got Randy on the phone, and we got Mariah live on the call right now. If you want to ask a question, Mariah, we're going to get into some of these questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. Operator, who's on first call? Who gets the first opportunity to speak to Mariah Carey live on the conference call? Brand new single we're dropping today.
That comes from DJ A+, WHHL, St. Louis.
A+.
Chaz, Steve-O, EP, what's good? It's A+, WHHL, St. Louis. Mariah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, how you doing? I just want to keep it real simple today. What do you think of the current state of R&B? Any favorites right now? What's up?
The current state of R&B. Well,
Yeah.
for me, I think it would be. I mean, this is slightly and somewhat controversial, but I think it would be incredible if we could bring back the days when R&B records could actually not necessarily cross over. They didn't have to cross over, but be massive hits on their own that that were the soundtrack to people's lives and made people happy. And it makes me sad that there's so many talented R&B artists out there who don't get the chance they should. But there's also great artists out there. I mean, I'm not saying there's nobody. I'm just saying I would like to see more R&B artists on the charts and bigger moments, because to me it's the music that's very close to my heart.
There you go. A+, thank you for calling in, man. We appreciate it. Yeah, start with if you have a question. Please, we're going to go to the next question, but please remember, guys, you know what I'm saying? If you're on this call, make sure you're tweeting, you know what I'm saying? Hashtag Triumphant, you know what I mean? When DJs, when you get this record and you're going in on the air, we need you to tweet that, you know what I'm saying? Let's get this really popping, it's really important to us. So, let's get it popping. With that being said, operator, we're going to go to the next call. Star one if you got a question. Who we got next, operator?
We have Top Dog, Clear Channel, Boston.
Yo, what up, family? What up? ICA family, thank you guys so much for having me on here. Eddie, what up? What's going on, baby? Good. Hey, hello, what's up, Mariah? How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
We gotta get you back over here in Boston, man. You haven't been out here in a while.
I know.
All right, real quick. All the records that you sell, all the hits that you have, you always make that one record, where you get the hottest MCs of the time. So, with these two guys coming in, Meek Mill and Rick Ross, is that your cosign of the hottest MCs right now out?
They definitely don't need my cosign. They definitely don't need me to cosign. I mean, hello, Maybach music. I have a Maybach. Now I have a Phantom. What else are you going to play? I mean, no, seriously, of course, I listen to their music. I met Rick back when we were on the Rock Boys video for Jay, and I'm just I'm so proud of his success. I think he's just such a good person. I know we're not supposed to say that because he doesn't forgive, but I'm just saying.
I love that.
No, I'm telling the truth. It just, actually with the Meek situation, it just seemed natural to have Meek, and it was optimum to have Meek on the record as well. And I'm just really happy we could make it happen. Also, DJ Khaled really, really helped make it happen too. So I'm grateful to him. And just like I said, to have both of them on the record together was you know what? You never know. You really never know who you end up working with. It's I've always said this. I've worked with everybody from Pavarotti to Jay-Z, and not many people can say that. You know what I mean? So I just feel you got to keep an open mind.
Gotcha. Definitely, you got to keep an open mind. You never know, right, Mariah?
You never know.
Hey, let me just say this, man. Whoever tweets this, we will definitely retweet it, because all Mariah's fans will be listening to your station. So it's a good look. It's exciting.
The land.
Now, You got a lot of Twitter followers too, so that's a big retweet right there. So make sure y'all retweet this, man. This is very important. We're gonna take about four more callers. Operator, who we got next? Star one if you wanna ask a question. We got Mariah Carey live on the phone. We're gonna give you this brand new record, this smash that I'm about to say. When I tell you smash though, heat. This is heat right here. We're gonna give it to you in less than 10-15 minutes. Operator, who we got next? Star one if you got a question.
We have Orlando, WLLD.
Hey, this is Orlando in Tampa. Hi, Mariah. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Orlando?
I'm good. Orlando, holy cow. Yes, man. Shout out to the dogs. Hey, man, I just wanted to ask because, having you back is incredible. But since you've been away, bringing in two little lives, shout out to rock and roll. Since you've been away, these up-tempo dance records have kind of taken over, where all our core artists are now at 128 beats per minute, basically. So does that change how you approach this new project? Because that doesn't really lend itself to the Mariah-esque brand or the vocal acrobatics and stuff.
Right. Well, story is, so I was pregnant forever, and I was being tortured day and night by techno music. And I was complaining to anyone who would listen. And I remember one time I made dinner for L.A. Reid, and we were both sitting there like, what happened? But it's no offense to anybody. I mean, honestly, whatever type of music they like, it's obviously a personal choice. But what started to kind of, I don't want to say bother me, because I really don't want to offend. I don't want to offend anybody and what they like and blah, blah, blah. But what started to kind of get to me was when hip-hop and R&B music seemed to be getting, like bowled over by the music you're talking about. And of course, I still make dance remixes myself. Like I've had like a lot of number ones on those charts. But right now this time I decided to re-sing all the vocals for Triumphant, like I used to do, like way back in the day, like in the fantasy, like around that time period. And just so at least it would have some sort of like passion and soul to it. And then the dance club remixers could do whatever they wanted to do because I sang it at their tempo. But the thing is, like, I was like, what am I gonna do? Because I don't really want to do, and I'm not talking about all that type of music, but I just really didn't want to do that type of music. I didn't want to go that direction just because it's in. And I didn't want people to be like, oh, look at her, here she goes, just trying to be the next blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say any names. But really, during that time period, it was a long time. And when you got two babies, like you said, shout to rock and roll, it hurts. You're carrying a lot of and so it was just like I needed some music, and I could tell when they liked a particular song, it definitely wasn't the 120. They liked the old school hip hop songs I would play for them, and they still do. They remember it from then. But yeah, I'm hoping we bring it back even stronger than ever.
That's what's up.
God. Thank you for that call. We appreciate that. Star one, if you got a question, we are here. We all live, man. Mariah Carey, Brandy's on the phone, Young Sav, Steve-O, EP, the whole Def Jam building. Island Def Jam, we all here. We running right now. We going, man. We got this brand new Mariah Carey about to give y'all in a matter of seconds, man. You know what I mean? Operator, we're going to take three more calls, and then we're going to let Mariah get back to working. You know what I'm saying? I know she's cooking up something crazy over there.
I'm getting the video done. You get the video.
Exactly.
I can't wait till you guys see the video.
There you go. The video's coming real soon. Operator, who we going to take next? Who's the next call to speak to Mariah Carey? She's live on the call right now. There's a legendary call right now. It's going down. That record's coming in a matter of seconds. Who we got next, operator? Star one if you want to ask a question.
We have K Fox with Hot 97. Can you hear me?
Hey, Fox, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Great, great. K Fox Hot 97. How's everybody doing? Mariah, now the emancipation of Mimi kind of introduced it to your alter ego, if you will, and I loved it. What was the concept behind this album? You know, are you exposing any more alter egos, or what's going on with this new album that you're gonna put out?
You know, it's funny, like, I don't know if she's my alter ego anymore because everybody calls me Mimi most of the time. So we kind of like gave that little secret away. But how do I express it? Really, I'm just with this album trying to make music that I love and work with a lot of, not the trillion people, but just, a lot of different people that are talented and make the music that makes me happy, you know what I mean? And so I'm pretty far along with it, but not, I wouldn't say, I'd say about halfway there, but it's just, it's important to me to try to make a record that does what Mimi did in terms of, I know it did a lot in terms of sales, but I just mean in terms of like touching people's lives and whatever. Not to be like, ooh, my record touched people's lives, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it.
When there could be an inspirational song, there could be a record like Triumphant, that we're putting out today. There could be, a variety of music. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, have you considered the name for that? Yes? Hello? Yes, can you hear me?
Hi.
Oh, have you considered a name for the album yet, or not that far along?
No, it is as yet untitled because I'm not sure like when it's finally done, I gotta live with it for like a little while and then decide. Like me and L.A. Reid decide. I mean, I'm sorry, I know he's not at the label anymore. I keep forgetting. Okay, he's my friend. But we decided at the last minute what that record was gonna be called. Like we just sat there and thought about it, and I told him about the nickname and everything, and that's how that happened. But this time around, we'll see. I'm not sure. There's a lot of new stuff going on in my life, so we'll see. But thank you for the question.
K Fox, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you, girl.
Thank you.
Alright, Star One, if you want to ask a question, we all here live, man. Shout out to Steve Bottles, the big boss live tuned in too. He out here listening.
Yeah.
You know? With that being said, Star One, if you have a question, we're going to take two more calls, that's it. And then we're going to give you the smash. It's going to be in your email. Within 5 minutes, it's going to be in your email. And you got to make sure when you're playing this, just listening to yourself, you're playing it on the air, you're playing it for somebody, make sure you tweet it. Make sure you tweet it so we can retweet everything. It's going down right here.
Yeah, all our fans listen to your station too. So let's get
definitely. Alright, and she got 7 million followers, so you want that. Star One, if you got a good look. Great look. Operator, what we got next?
We have Just Incredible with Power 106.
Just CP, Rand, what's up, man? What's going on, fam? Man, just excited to be on this call. Thank you guys for having me.
Hey.
Hey, Mariah, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Just, excited about the new project. And, I wanted to ask you, you're the #1 female in the game, and you've got the most #1 singles of all time. I think it's like 18. So I'm sure on behalf of everyone on this call, congratulations on that, of course.
Thank you.
Incredible. It's amazing. And 7 million Twitter followers. That's, like you said, a good look, Randy. So, of course,
Amen. Thanks everybody on this call for helping to make those, man.
Yeah.
Y'all all had a part in a lot of the success we have, so appreciate it.
As of course, expectations on this are extremely high, and we're all excited about this release. What else can you tell us about the album? Any other collabos, other stuff that we can expect to hear from the album?
Well, I wanted to put this particular record, Triumphant, out there because it was what I was feeling at the time when we wrote it. And I don't want to go on a long tangent about it, but really, there was a whole lot going on, and, it's better now, but it was during the time when Whitney had just passed, and Nick was in the hospital. We were actually in the hospital together when we saw that on TV. and just a whole lot of stuff was going on, and it was difficult, and so it was kind of like inspirational to it was important for me to write something that would be help people get through the moment, and not that they were going to hear it at that moment, but help me get through the moment, and me and my family. And so basically that's where Stay Triumphant, Keep on Living came from, which is the main phrase there's a lot of different things you can lift from there that would keep you going in like a tough situation. But in terms of the album, not really focusing that much on collabos right now, although I do have some in mind that are exciting and that I've been wanting to do for a long time. But the main thing is just expressing myself, really, like expressing myself through music, and again, just doing what I love to do most.
There you go, right there. Star One, thank you for that call too. Just appreciate that. That was big for us. Operator, we got one more call we're gonna take. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna see what that call talk about. We gotta find out who that lucky caller is, the last person that's gonna speak to Mariah Carey on this conference call today. I also wanna make sure y'all know, don't forget iTunes, August 7th, August 7th. Make sure you let everybody know. Make sure you tweet about it. Make sure you do everything. Operator, who's the last person to speak to Mariah?
The last person is DJ Francis.
Francis. Yo, Francis. Can you hear me? Yeah. There you go. Okay, first and foremost, man, shout out to Def Jam Records, shout out to Dab, Steve, DP, Black Lives, Steve Bartles, the whole family for always putting on a high-class conference call, for real, man. Shout out to you guys, first and foremost.
Yes.
That's love, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, amen to that. Mariah,
21 years ago in the San Francisco Bay Area, you did a show for KMEL Radio.
I wasn't born yet, so that's impossible. No, I know I did it.
21 years ago. First show ever. I had a program director who was lucky enough to hire me when I was 16 years old by the name of Keith Naphtali. I'm pretty sure.
Keith Naphtali.
Yeah, we love him. That's our man right there. Now, that was when I was 15. Now I'm 36. I just want to say it's a blessing 21 years later to finally talk to you and say thank you for all the great music you put out throughout the years. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And you know what? Thank you for, I don't know if it was you that told them to I think Keith has something to do with it, but that was like, I was so just little and scared. I was scared to walk across the stage. The people on the other side, do you remember this? They were like calling me to walk over there and sing to them, and I was just so shy that I just stood there and sang the little song and called it a day.
And they sang it with you, and that was a great feeling, I bet. But 21 years later, you worked with so many great legends such as Jay-Z, Jermaine Dupri, L.A. Reid, Babyface, Puffy, Nipsey. I mean, the list goes on. Kanye, Pharrell. In this day of age, of course, everybody knows, Drake and Frank Ocean. They write a lot of songs for a lot of people out there. I know you're kind of touchy about the question, but do you see yourself working with Drake or Frank Ocean sometime in the near future?
Why do you think I'm touchy about the question?
Well, just the collaboration part. I know you get kind of tired of that same cliche.
Oh, no, I love collaborating, no matter what. I love working with talented people and working with new people and different. I don't necessarily mean new, but like new for me that I haven't worked with before. And then there's people that we've worked with several times. I've worked with several times, so it's for me like I'm always interested in doing something new musically, and you never know what type of collaboration could happen. It could be like a biggest song of whatever, so or it could do nothing, but to me it's like you said, timeless music. That's what we want to do, and that's my goal. It's just to make great music. And yeah, I would be interested in working with any of the really the artists that are out there right now that are helping to shape music and bring back things in terms of urban music, the way maybe it was a couple years ago. We need to get back there, I think. But, you know, I don't run the show. I can only do my best to help out, and, you know, that's all I can really do. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to making this record because I want to do exactly what's in my heart. That's it.
Brandon, good luck for calling in, man. Appreciate that calling.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, with that, yo, man, this call was really big, man. Legendary call. We got you on the phone, Mariah. I'm gonna put the ball in Randy's hands. Everybody that's listening on this call right now, because it's well over 500 people that's just listening to our voices right now and experiencing this call and ready for Triumphant. What do you want to say to everybody that's tuned in, Randy? I'll come right to you.
Once again, man, to everybody, I just want to say thank you, man. Thank you for jumping on the call. It was much love for us to y'all, because y'all are really the ones that really make it happen. And I love y'all because y'all still really love music and put music first. So we appreciate y'all. Let's get it. Love this record. This was a big moment for us. I think it's a big moment for all of us. I think this song is very inspirational. And I think, you know, it's also very hot of a record. And it's like, this is like great new Mariah Carey material. So, in the words of Mariah, Rick and Meek again, let's get them. Thank you to Island Def Jam, Barnos. I mean, thanks to everybody. Sav, everybody. I love this, man. Technology, what a concept. Let's get it.
Yeah, you know, with that being said, Mariah, what's your final comment to everybody that's tuned in?
I didn't hear what you said. Did you say I could talk to everybody for one more time?
I said, what's your final comment to everybody that's tuned in right now?
My final commentary would be, my final comment would be, thank you guys. I know everybody's busy and everybody has a lot of stuff to do throughout the day. Obviously, everyone's working. Thank you for taking the time to be here on this call today. I've said it a lot of times, but this record really means a lot to me. And if you listen to the words that I'm saying, that Meek's saying, even Rick's saying, you know, he's even saying he came from humble beginnings. There's so much that you can get out of this in terms of just like, I think what Randy said, just an inspirational moment. And we appreciate you giving people the chance to hear it first. So thank you so much, and thank you to everybody at Def Jam. And, you know, you guys, you make a great call. And tell Steve Bartles, because I can't hear him, but tell him I love him. And everybody, again, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. And also thank you for putting up with me when I just rolled out of bed. I appreciate it.
All right, there you go. That's Mariah Carey live on the conference call right now. Nobody else can give you this type of experience, man. Make sure y'all know you're dealing with the best label in the game, best brand out there. I mean, there's nothing better, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, everybody, get ready for Triumphant. It's about to be in your email boxes. Not now, but right now. And make sure you tweet about it. Tweet about it ASAP, because Mariah, she's on her Twitter right now, and I mean, she got her Twitter in her hand. I'm pretty sure she got her Twitter in her hand.
Get out of my hand.
Thank you, everybody, for jumping on the call, man. We love y'all. We appreciate all your support. You know what I'm saying? Triumphant. Make sure y'all tweet about it.
Sorry, love. Thank you. And please do tweet about it, and I am tweeting about it. I had the plan last night. I was like, I got to tweet about it.
Yeah, let's get it, man. We got this. Let's get it.
Thank you. Lots of love, everybody. Thank you so much, you guys, for getting me to this call and helping me out with this record. And, again, appreciate you so much.
All right, there you go. That's Mariah right there. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. See y'all later, man. Appreciate y'all jumping on the call.